Milestones of the Century.
Previous to our entry into World War I, America was divided into three groups: pro-Ally, pro-German, and pro-American. The latter group, by far the largest, was determined to remain neutral. To them, the war was a mere spectacle, fascinating yet distant, as seen in Pathe newsreels. This was the temper of the times. In New York, a shining tabernacle rose to house the jam-packed revival meetings of the ex-baseball player turned evangelist named Billy Sunday. Billy would warm up slowly. Then, with the motions of a fireball pitcher, he would thunder his attacks against sin, speed, booze, bridge whist, low-cut gowns, and the Kaiser. The music of March King John Philip Sousa, best known of band leaders, was more popular than ever. For as Europe's war drew closer, a martial spirit grew in the land. Opera star Anna Case joined Sousa in a concert that made spirits rise. Sir Harry Lauder, Scotland's beloved comedian, made one of his frequent visits. Highest paid of performers in vaudeville's golden age, Sir Harry mixed his stage appearances with fervent public appeals for aid for the embattled Allies. The legendary Sarah Bernhardt toured America in the twilight of her acting career. Her ringing speeches about La Belle France's fight against the Hun won the hearts of all who heard. The tumultuous welcome received by the French mission under Marshal Joffre as it toured city after city showed that America's sympathies were turning toward the Allies. Joffre, hero of the Marne, was almost drowned in a sea of waving flags. It was becoming increasingly hard to remember that Europe's war seemed none of our business. The nation's attention centered on Washington, while relations between the United States and Germany gradually worsened. In the shadow of the Capitol dome, crowds gathered in mounting excitement as event after event forged the chain that was to eventually draw America into conflict. In the avalanche of visitors was automotive genius Henry Ford, who planned a peace ship to stop the war. With Navy Secretary Josephus Daniels, he discussed designs for a gasoline-driven submarine. The plea for preparedness led to the organization of a Naval Advisory Board, containing such inventors as Thomas Edison, left, and Hudson Maxim, right, developer of smokeless gunpowder. Arguments were bitter between those who wanted peace and those who demanded war. A leading pacifist was Jeanette Rankin, famed suffragette, and the first woman to be elected to Congress. Advocates of peace storming the Capitol were held in check by police. The men reminded President Wilson of his campaign promises to keep us out of war. The woman's cry was, "I didn't raise my boy to be a soldier." Thus, another milestone of the century.